Welcome, Arithmetic Ninjas, to writing a remainder as a fraction in a simple division. Now, the first thing to note is that questions 1, 2, and 20 are written with an actual division sign, but questions 13 and 19 look more like improper fractions. Now, an improper fraction is a fraction where the number on top is bigger than the number on the bottom, but you can basically think of it as a divide. So 33 over 4, you would say 33 quarters, but 33 quarters is like 33 divided by 4. 76 ninths is like 76 divided by 9. So we basically turned those two questions into the same format as questions 1, 2 and 20. So that's something worth remembering. So let's go back to question 1 and see what happens. So 13 divided by 2 is another way of saying how many 2's go into 13. Well, 6 2's go into 13, but that's only 12. So you're going to have a remainder of 1 to get up to 13. But that remainder of 1 you write as a small number, and you turn that remainder into a fraction. Now, because we're dividing by 2, that remainder would also be divided by 2. So just to recap, 13 divided by 2 is 6 remainder 1. That 1 is the remainder. And because we're dividing by 2, the remainder is also divided by 2. So the answer is 6.5. Question 2. 13 divided by 4 is another way of saying how many 4's go into 13. Well, you can fit 3 4's into 13, but 3 times 4 is 12. So that leaves a remainder of 1. So it's 3 remainder 1, but that remainder would also be divided by 4 because we're divided by 4. That gives you a final answer as 3.25. Number 13. 33 divided by 4. So how many 4's can squeeze into 33? Well, you can squeeze 8 4's into 33, but that's only 32. 8 4's are 32, so that leaves a remainder of 1 again. So it's 8 remainder 1, but because we're dividing by 4, the remainder is also divided by 4. So the answer to that one is 8.25. Question 19, 76 divided by 9. How many 9's can you squeeze into 76? Well, if you know your 9 times table, you'll know that 8 9's will go in there because 8 9's are 72. But to get up to 76, that leaves a remainder of 4. So it's 8 remainder 4. And because we're dividing by 9, that remainder of 4 would also be divided by 9. So it's 8 4 ninths. The final question, 53 divided by 10. Well, if we do exactly the same as what we've done before, how many 10's can we squeeze into 53? Well, we can squeeze 5 10's in there if you know your 10 times table. But 5 times 10 is only 50, which leaves a remainder of 3. So it's 5 remainder 3. And because we're divided by 10, that 3 is also divided by 10, giving you an answer of 5 3 tenths. You could actually have thought of this one as 53 divided by 10. You could have started with 53, called that 53.0, and because you're dividing by 10, moved all the digits one place backwards because the place value becomes 10 times smaller. So the 5 would go into the units column, the 3 would go into the tenths column, and if you put your decimal point in, that's 5.3. Now 5.3 is worth exactly the same as 5 3 tenths because 0.3 is what 3 tenths is as a decimal. So that's another way you could have thought of that one. Now we've tried questions 1, 2, 13, 19 and 20. It's your turn to try the ones that we've missed out. Good luck.